Are we alive? It's great.
We're live! Yay! Hello, everyone. I am Lonnie.
I'm Single Sarah.
And we are Untitled Network, brought to you by Infinity Flux out of Hickson, Tennessee. And this is our live recap of the newest Game of Thrones episode that literally just went off the air, titled Eastwatch. What is this, the 5th episode? I believe that's what we're working with. 5th episode of 7 of season 7. And so, yeah. Okay, we got Amber over there watching the chat. So if you have anything to say, and we'll probably be giving that reminder a handful of times throughout the next however long we do this. But as you can see, I have a gigantic list of freaking notes here, and this wasn't like, this had a cliffhanger, but it wasn't to the caliber of wanting to throw something through a wall like last week was.
Yeah. I didn't scream and shout like I did.
But it does make me look forward to next weekend. It's going to be fun. I really think it's going to be fun. And also, are we going to do live Rick and Morty tonight?
That's up to you, man.
Have we decided that? Can you do it?
I don't care. Either way.
It looks like we're going to be doing a live recap of Rick and Morty somewhere.
It's not whether I can do it. It's whether you can get up in the morning.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Okay.
We'll be doing it around midnight. God help us all. That's going to suck, but we're going to do it. But anyway, I'm kind of giving it a little bit to where some people can get the notifications and get on here and watch it live.
Because I had to go straight to YouTube. I didn't get a notification.
We didn't get a notification?
I didn't.
I did.
I don't know.
Interesting. Maybe YouTube's just being funny.
Yeah.
Well, it is due an update on my phone. The YouTube needs to be updated.
Mine popped up.
Okay, cool.
So it's probably just on my end.
But yeah, we are going to talk Game of Thrones tonight. The brand new episode. So, spoiler alert, if you have not seen the 5th episode of Game of Thrones titled Eastwatch. Oh my god, it still says Loot Crate drawing.
Really?
Yeah.
On the actual...
On the video down at the bottom.
Just I didn't pay attention to the video. And you restarted the computer, right?
Yep.
Okay.
It's a Korean.
We're going to get like...
Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and kind of take care of business right here. Quit laughing, Sarah.
She can't help it.
You're not allowed to laugh.
You know we can't help but laugh at you when you make mistakes because it
Appreciate
don't happen
that.
often.
Okay. Anyway,
You're
we're
such a
back!
perfectionist.
Yay!
It's hilarious.
Anyway, let's talk Game of Thrones. How about it, Sarah? You want to talk some Game of Thrones?
Sure.
Because this was a good episode.
Please move on. I don't want to stare at your butt.
It didn't quite have that powerful, just freaking out. Hello, Mr. Minchawi.
Sorry.
Welcome to our Game of Thrones. Welcome to our Game of Thrones live recap. We are going to be talking. Remember, we haven't announced it yet, but we are giving away a September Loot Crate, and right now is the first time you can enter. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and pull that up. Ding, ding, ding. There we go. And then I'm going to alter that a little bit. In our Loot Crate contest, we are going to... yeah, I know. We're going to do it on September 13th.
Sure.
We're doing like the 13th of every month. Okay. I hate we're having to like update everything on the fly here, but I wasn't going to do it while Game of Thrones was on, so. But anyway, follow the instructions at the top of the screen. We will be giving away the Loot Crate on September 13th. We did a drawing tonight. You can get on our YouTube channel and check out the video. We did it. The video sucked, but we announced it.
We got our point across, so.
Yeah. So anyway, let's move on into Game of Thrones. 5th episode of season 7, titled Eastwatch. It started out it didn't take them long at all to show us that Jaime Lannister survived. Of course, I would have given it about a 10% chance of Jaime death.
Yeah, and we were trying to figure out who helped him last week.
We all knew it was Bronn, but everybody still wanted to kind of give some conjecture about it and kind of think it over. But we all knew it was Bronn. We knew it. I mean, he was right there on the dragon pult. And speaking of, the dragon's gonna survive. I honestly think that if the dagger or if the arrow was poisoned, like everybody said it was going to be, we would have seen some negative effects by now.
Oh no, that thing's still standing strong.
Oh yeah, you can't even tell the dragon was hurt. It was like,
Ow.
Yeah, pretty much. But let's see, we got Kara. Okay. Oh my God, did you watch? We definitely did. We definitely did watch. Let me update that a little bit because my head is kind of getting cut off there. There we go. It's a lot better. But anyway, and kudos to Sarah because she apparently has some fans.
What?
Talking about the
Yes.
and it was funny because the app is named after you, Sarah.
Sarah.
Or Sarah. The anonymous. You can actually go on there. I've got us a Sarah set up. I don't even know how to pronounce it, but it's the anonymous messaging app. You can go to a unnfocusgroup.sarah.com and leave us an anonymous message. And everybody on there loves Sarah. They want more Single Sarah. So.
I think that's awesome.
Yeah, so Sarah has a fan club. I'm going to rename it the sarahfanclub.sarah.com. But yeah, this episode was really good. We found out right away that Bronn saved Jaime. They wash up. They sure were underwater for a long time.
Sarah said she's really surprised, but I don't know what she's really surprised about.
Probably about the episode.
Okay.
That Jaime maybe is alive. The comments are a little delayed. Yeah. So if we read your comment, chances are it's about something we said a minute ago.
Funny because Bronn said the same thing as Tyrion, thinking like he was such an idiot because he's going right at that dragon.
Yeah, they were like, the dragon was between you and her. There was no reason.
Stupid?
Like he knew that he wasn't going to kill the dragon, and the dragon was standing between him and Daenerys. So, but there are a handful.
Question.
What about Rhaegar marrying Endor? We're going to talk about that here in a little bit because I actually made a note. Because when Samwell and his wife or girlfriend or whatever she is to him, when they were talking about some of the records and stuff, they did reference that. We will talk about it here a little bit in the episode. It is on my list, but we're kind of going in order of things that happened. Bronn basically said to hell with the cause. Because he said that dragons is where his loyalty ends, which is freaking hilarious because that's pretty much where all of our loyalties would end. We would fight men left and right, but once a fire-breathing dragon swoops down out of the sky and starts disintegrating our fellow men in a flash, that's pretty much where I draw the line. Would you fight dragons? What if you had a...
I'd be running like a little girl. I'm not even going to lie.
We got a statement.
What we got?
2 statements, actually. Mark's on.
Mark!
Forget the marriage during the annulment and Dorne. This is proof that R plus L... Yeah, we're going to talk about that. Y'all just hold your horses.
And then Jon is the only and rightful king of Westeros.
Yes, we are. I promise we're getting to it. Everybody just calm down a little bit.
Y'all know Lonnie's OCD.
Everybody calm down. I know we got to go in order. I don't want to get all the good stuff out of the way to begin with. I feel like Chris Hardwick on The Talking Dead.
Yes.
I'm Lonnie Hardwick and here's Sarah Hardwick. Wait, no, that means we're like brother and sister or something.
Well, y'all are kind of like that in a way. But anyway.
You told me you thought of me as a sister, so
Exactly.
I think you're more like a weird cousin.
Don't be
what
ridiculous
the
on
heck?
the air right now. Anyway.
Really?
No, anyway. No, we're good.
No, it's awkward.
We're good, I promise. Okay,
Mark
so
says hi.
We're going to be here all night.
Yeah, probably.
We got to finish before Rick and Morty comes on at 11:30.
Hopefully y'all can finish in an hour and a half.
That'd be.
I don't want to spend longer than the episode was talking about the episode. Next up, the Tarleys are dead. They were like, neither Senior Tarley or Brother Tarley wanted to bend the knee to Daenerys, and so she burnt them alive with dragon fire, and they are dead now. And Tyrion basically told her, hey, we don't need to completely eliminate another house. We've already lost enough. But what they failed to realize is the house is not dead. Samwell Tarly still lives and was at the Citadel up until this episode.
Mark wants to call in next week.
No, Mark, you can't call in. I don't think we have a call in. Well, we do, but you would have to call in.
Speakerphone.
You would have to call in on Skype, but it wouldn't be video.
Just kidding.
Because it would completely screw up our layout and everything. But if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, enter to win our Loot Crate contest. And,
Not all the Tarleys are dead. Sam is alive.
Yeah, Sam's alive. He's at the Citadel, just left. And John touched the dragon.
I know.
How excited were you?
Awesome.
That was... at first I was wondering, I was like, did she tell him, I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess it was just good. Maybe they were, connected.
Yeah.
Since,
Here's the thing, and we're kind of getting more of that.
Because, I don't know any dragons that would, willingly go up to somebody and not go...
Unless they had a connection with them.
Yeah.
Jon Snow, and we're going to cover this a little bit later, but just up front and to kind of satisfy everybody, Jon Snow is the son of Rhaegar Targaryen and the sister of Ned Stark. That is sad.
Stark's saying he forsook his name though and his lands though. Sad face.
He did.
Yeah.
But we're kind of bending the rules at this point. We're talking about Samwell. He totally said to hell with his family and left.
Yeah.
And for some reason, Jubilee is.
She's mad at Sarah for making her move.
Everybody, I want to show you this.
She is pissed off.
This cat right here. Hi. Hello. Hello.
Okay, enough of Juba.
No, but she's giving me the stink eye.
She is. I love my cat.
John touching the dragon proves he is Targaryen. Yeah.
That was almost like Sarah touching the cat just now.
I was about to say that.
It was, wasn't it? Oh, that's funny.
Oh, of course, I know we have a whole big chunk of fans who would pay good money to see Sarah touch the cat. But anyway, John touches the dragon. We got to see the White Walkers. It showed a massive... The cat looks like a dragon. Why are you being mean to Jubilee? She's not being mean to Jubilee. Jubilee's a good cat.
She won't be mean to Jubilee. She just gets pissed real easily.
That's the White Walkers. We actually got to see Bran Stark was doing his possessing animals thing.
Yes.
And he had possession of a big flock of ravens. And they're flying through the north, past the wall. And he comes and sees a giant group of about 20 or 30 White Walkers. There was a few more. 20 or 30,000 White Walkers.
Yeah.
It was a pretty solid group.
Sarah touching the cat is a pay-per-view episode. That's what Mark said. Sorry.
Game of kitties.
They pay money to see that too. Anyway, the White Walkers are marching on the wall.
So many of them.
And, from what I saw, here's the thing. From what I saw on this episode,
the cat didn't like the episode spoiled.
God, y'all are crazy.
Sorry, that was...
Anyway, hit the subscribe button, everybody. If you like the Lonnie and Single Sarah hijinks, hit that subscribe button. and you'll see more every Sunday night.
Oh my God!
I mean, I'm even trying to talk Sarah into us catching up on Westworld and maybe doing Westworld on Sunday nights.
I've never watched it, so
I never have either. There's only one season. It's just a handful of episodes. Maybe we could make that happen. Amber might even like it.
Yeah.
Maybe, kind of, sort of.
I mean, I don't necessarily not like Game of Thrones. It's just whatever.
You're not fully caught up.
I'm just neutral.
You skip from like the beginning of season 3 to.
I just don't care, honey.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But there are lots of White Walkers, and I thought it was pretty cool how the Night King saw the Ravens, knew what they were doing, and was like,
we got a subscriber.
Thank you for the subscription.
I don't want to try and pronounce his name.
And if you live in the continental United States, which you may or may not, hit that subscribe button and follow the instructions at the top of the screen. We need to do a giveaway at some point for our international fans, some kind of digital code or something. We're going to make that happen for you guys.
We've got a lot of international fans.
Yeah, we do. We have a ton of international fans. Like, out of our 13,000 Facebook fans, I think something like 3,000 or 4,000 are international, which is crazy. But we appreciate the hell out of our international fans.
Mario, we always have Brazil drop in.
Yeah.
South America.
Yeah. Portugal, stuff like that. Samuel Tarley tells the Masters about...
Wait, Amber missed the Red Wedding. Shame. No.
I know!
She did. Amber's not seen the Red Wedding.
Oh man. That was an epic... Yeah.
Anyway.
But Sam tells the old dudes at the Citadel about everything. You know, he was like trying to convince them, but nobody really is taking him seriously.
No, they looked at him like he was stupid.
Yeah. And it's just like a bunch of old dudes sitting around a table who have probably not really had any real contact with the world outside of Raven messages.
Kind of like a group of women like gossiping.
Yeah. And, you know, he tells them about this imminent threat, and nobody's taking it seriously. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm sorry, but me, as a ruler, every single threat, let's at least send a handful of people to investigate.
Exactly.
Let's at least look into it. Don't just write it off, because you never know.
I'd rather be safe than sorry.
Like, I wonder how many legitimate nonsense that they hear on a daily basis. Like, I wonder if that's the thing where they're just to the point now where it's like, you know, we've heard something crappy every other week. I'm just tired of hearing about it. Let's don't even worry. Like, I wonder if they've actually gotten a White Walker threat before that turned out to be, like, nonsense.
Nothing.
I mean, you never know. But he told them, and then he couldn't convince them that it was real, and so by the end of the episode, he packs up and was like, you know what, to hell with this. Gets his girl, gets the kid who's now, like, apparently 3 years old.
And he got all those scrolls with him.
Yeah. They hitch up in a wagon, and they're gone. Tyrion and what wasn't it? Isn't his name Varys?
They were talking.
Yeah. They were in the throne room talking. That was pretty cool. I don't even know why I wrote that down. They were just kind of discussing things. And here's the thing.
Sam also had his sword, the Valerian steel sword, with him.
The what?
Wait, what?
Yeah, the Valerian steel sword. Yeah, he took it from home, didn't he? Didn't he take it from his home and went with it? He stole it before he left or something? I think, maybe. Maybe somebody in the comments can clarify that. They reference, at one point, Varys tells Tyrion that the Mad King...
Yes, he did take it.
Yes, okay, then I was right. The Mad King kept repeating over and over, I'm not the one doing it, as people were burning.
Mm-hmm.
That is another Bran Stark thing, I believe. I really think something was causing that, and the dude was losing his mind because of the interference of Bran Stark.
Huh.
I mean, why would he be... I mean, you know, yeah, he's probably going crazy. But seriously, I mean... There's a lot of weird stuff that, knowing that Bran is screwing around with the past, you can kind of see how that may have caused the Mad King to, well, go mad.
True.
That's really my main theory, is Bran Stark is the start of all this in some kind of weird time paradox loop where he ends up at some point in the future phasing back in time and causing the Mad King to go crazy and starting this entire cycle. And it's just one big loop. Gonna end up having to do another video. Dang, Mark's really on it tonight.
Yes.
Go back and watch that scene. Viserys was the one saying, "I'm not the one doing it," when the Mad King burned people he brought to him. I do agree Bran made him go mad, though. Okay. So we're cool. I was a little bit off on that one.
So I have a really stupid question. So,
yeah.
like, is Bran, since he can see all these things, like, does he have some kind of superpower where he can just, like, live forever?
Where he can live forever?
Yeah. Because he keeps seeing all these
things.
things.
I'm pretty sure that the old dude that he took the powers from was several hundred years old.
Okay, because I can't remember all that.
Not to mention, he kind of has that ability to possess other things. Mm-hmm. And you saw him possess Hodor. You've seen him possess the dire wolf. You've seen him possess other things. I really think that before this series ends, we will see Bran Stark possess a dragon.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. And I really think that that is the point at which the Mad King is going to lose his shit.
I really hope he wins Dragon Breath.
It's going to be really neat to see the Mad King in action, though. I mean, really, I can't wait. Daenerys lets Jon leave.
I was almost shocked about that because she
wasn't going to, and he basically was like, "I don't need your permission.
Screw this, I'm going."
But I really thought it was neat that they almost had a moment, and then as they do, Jorah Mormont comes back, and it's like, "Hey, I'm here to steal Jon's thunder."
Yeah, and that's when I said, "Ooh, it's a love triangle."
Yep, pretty much. If you had the choice between Jorah Mormont and Jon Snow, I don't even have to ask.
She's like, "Why are you
Really?
asking her that question?"
I have a calendar from like 2 or 3 years ago, and I still have it hanging in my little office. And of course, it's on like Jon Snow.
Okay.
He's beautiful.
Okay, I got you one, Sarah. We gotta. Everybody, you're gonna love this one. You're gonna love this one.
Oh God.
Okay, for you, Sarah. Fuck, marry, kill.
Oh shit.
Jon Snow.
Doing this.
Jon Snow. Jorah Mormont, Jaime Lannister.
Anyway.
No, we're going to continue. This is just our brief little segue into the next thing.
Well, obviously, I would marry Jon.
Okay.
I want to be with him forever.
Shut up. Sorry, I can't help it.
Oh, God. Well, I guess I would have to, screw Jorah. I would kill Jaime. Because I think he's being an ass wipe about the whole thing. Because he's still kissing his sister.
Yeah, I was going to say, could you really do anything with a dude who's banged his sister?
I mean,
so, anyway, Arya confronts Sansa.
Fuck Jaime. He's apparently good at it.
I actually thought about that, but then I was like, he just go back
I feel bad for him, really.
He would just go back to Cersei anyway. So.
Maybe that hand isn't the only thing made of gold.
Well, this.
Yeah. Cersei manipulates him and has been manipulating him.
He's in love with Cersei. He can't help it.
He keeps taking it though.
She's manipulated him to the point he don't know.
Mm-mm.
I feel really bad.
I mean, how many times
he's been abused his whole life by his sister?
Yeah,
and still is.
And he knows it. He knows it. Everything that she's doing.
But when you're a victim,
that is true.
He is the victim. I'm sorry. I've been watching this season, and he is the victim.
He is very much. And how many times, as a man, have you ever been absolutely manipulated by just an evil as hell woman? It's happened. It's happened to me. I'm sure it's happened to a lot of you out there. And I can almost see where he's coming from. Because
Jaime likes cats.
You
do
almost
said.
Do what?
Jaime likes cats.
I mean, what?
But
anyway.
Only if they're related to him. Anyway.
I think Cersei will be killed by Jaime. Also, can't wait for the Mountain versus the Hound.
That's going to be some pretty sweet stuff. They are going to have that back and forth. I wonder if the Mountain can even be killed. I mean, he was technically killed anyway, wasn't he?
Well,
Brought back through some kind of dark magic or something.
I thought the Hound was dead, so...
They just cheating death left and right in that family. Arya confronts Sansa, and the people are unhappy with Jon, and Arya's just kind of telling Sansa like it is. You know, she's not really pulling any punches. She sees how things are going, and she's like, you know what, big sister?
Pretty much. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that very much.
Now, for the first time in several seasons, how did you feel about the first confrontation, and what's it been, 4 seasons now, between Tyrion Lannister and Jaime? They meet in the dragon skeleton basement of King's Landing.
Wow.
Isn't the mountain technically a White Walker?
The mountain, no.
I didn't think he was dead. Did he die?
I'm pretty sure he died.
Just kidding.
Pieced him together and did some weird crap. I don't really know the specifics behind that, but there's something a little unkosher going on there. I'm not really sure. I'll have to actually go back and watch the episode where they reanimate him or whatever it is if they did. But I think to really be a White Walker, you have to be changed by a White Walker. There has to be some of that winter goodness going on. You know, it's like, like I think it's like right before you die, you have to bite into a York peppermint patty. Nobody gets that joke. Tell me somebody out there in the chat got the joke.
No, we got the joke. It just wasn't that funny. I love you. It was a dad joke. It was a dad joke. Sorry.
Okay, better yet, you've got like the dude that's tied to the tree, and the little forest people are come up to him with like the glass dagger. And he's like, whenever I bite into a York peppermint patty, and he bites into it, next thing you know, he appears on the mountaintop, and he's a White Walker. I appear on a mountaintop.
You're so silly.
Marching on the wall with my brethren.
You're ridiculous is what you are.
I'm really trying too hard on it. Okay, anyway.
Kinsey keeps saying we were going to see a Walker Hodor.
Oh, yeah, we are.
Ooh.
That is going to end up probably being what makes Jon run. Because he knows Hodor. Mm-hmm. We did see the next episode, like preview, the flash back and forth and all the scenes and everything.
The
and
dude
you actually
that
do see.
thought your joke was funny.
Huh?
The dude that subscribed thought your joke was funny. He LOL.
Thank you very much. It means a lot. I'll be here all night.
Yes, you will.
Anyway, what did you think about the Tyrion and Jaime meeting for the first time in God knows how long?
I was just like, he just walks right in there and just bumps into him. I'm like, ooh, how's this gonna go?
This was the first time in a long time, maybe ever, I saw Tyrion Lannister get legitimately emotional, choked up, talking about, basically he just let all of his inner feelings out to Jaime in that, like, 45 seconds.
And it was like Jaime just wasn't having it at all.
Yeah, not at all. He still holds a major grudge about Tyrion killing their father, even though he absolutely deserved it.
Yes,
but
he
once
did.
again, Jaime can't see the forest for the damn trees.
He sees the kitty. Sorry! I'm sorry.
You make Lonnie uncomfortable with comments like that. It's so funny.
You just made comments about kitties a few minutes ago.
It's different when your brother does it. Don't you understand?
Yes, you're supposed to be like a sexless eunuch or something. You're like a dude with long hair.
I am not
to me.
like an unsullied.
Yes, Unsullied Sarah.
No! No!
What if somehow Cersei had the White Walker army thanks to the mountain, just throwing out ideas? She's losing now, but ultimately she likes the main enemy, right?
God almighty. That is a little out there, but that would suck if somehow Cersei Lannister was to broker an alliance with the White Walkers.
That would be insane.
Holy crap.
Oh my gosh.
I could actually kind of see that by some weird
chance
thing happening.
That would be really, really bad.
Oh, while I'm thinking about it, now that I've seen the shirt, remember we are going to be doing a Wizard World promotional event.
We got shirts in the mail, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we are going to be doing a Wizard World promotional event.
They're extra larges.
Saturday.
Do what?
They're extra larges.
Okay. I can probably.
Sorry,
space
we were
it.
talking sizes.
Sorry.
You can always go see if you could try it on real quick and come back and be like, hey, that would get views. But anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not. Robert Baratheon's illegitimate son makes his return in this episode. He was the one that they kind of got rid of because they were going into all the brothels, killing every baby, and trying to get rid of every possible illegitimate son of Robert Baratheon, so nobody could lay claim to Joffrey's throne. So they send him away because he was a teenager already, and he was working in the blacksmith. So he stayed gone for a little while, and then I guess when everything died down, Joffrey was no longer king. His brother became king, maybe after Cersei. We don't know exactly when he came back, but he's back. And I guess he figured the best way to hide is, what he said, right under the Queen's nose in King's Landing, working as a blacksmith. Nobody knows what he looks like. And so they run into him, and they recruit him to the cause of Jon Snow, King of the North. So that was pretty cool. What did you think about the little...
The return of Gendry, the whole interaction between him and Jon was epic.
That absolutely was neat. I need to write his name down.
Who? Wait, what?
Gendry was his name. I love the part the dude can swing a hammer. Start calling him.
Holy, yeah.
Start calling him John Gendry.
Holy,
John
the
Henry.
Mountain would have to beat the Night King, I think.
There's no way the Mountain could defeat the Night King. Just because the Mountain is, what, maybe 30, 40 years old? Seriously. And, the Night King is ancient. He's been around for a minute. But I don't know. I mean, it might be a good fight. I really don't think they'll ever meet up, though. I think the Mountain will probably be dead and gone before the White Walkers ever halfway make it to King's Landing. Because there's going to be a confrontation between Daenerys Targaryen and Cersei's people. There's absolutely no way to avoid that. Because you've got Daenerys, who is not happy unless everybody's bending the knee. And then you've got Cersei, the most manipulative, backstabbing bitch on the planet. There's no way they can coexist. No way.
No.
Somebody's going to have to go before the White Walkers show up. Somebody. And there's no way they're going to build Daenerys up that much just to kill her off.
That'd be awful.
Yeah, it would be.
They may do it in the last episode. Like, she may have to die for somebody else to take the rightful place. You never know. We've got, maybe 10 episodes left? Or like 8 episodes in the next season. 2 episodes left in this one. God, there's only 2 episodes left.
I know.
The question is, who will kill Cersei?
Yes!
Jaime Lannister.
And
I
I will rejoice, like you will see me flipping out when that happens.
I'm saying...
I will flip out. We need to, put live
That's
action
what they were saying
video.
earlier was Jaime.
Yeah, I'm with y'all. I think Jaime Lannister will end up being the one to kill Cersei. I think everybody wants to kill Cersei. There's a good possibility Jaime Lannister will do it. I think the safe money's on Arya, but I think that's too obvious. I think she's going to have her hands full with Littlefinger over the next episode or 2.
I have a feeling Littlefinger will be gone soon.
I think Littlefinger is going to get really close to killing off Arya.
Yeah, he'll fail. But
He'll fail, but I think there's going to be a legitimate threat there.
I think she can take him in 2 seconds. Just me.
Here's the thing. Do you think Littlefinger will be able to talk Sansa Stark into betraying her sister?
Probably.
Probably.
Think about it.
He's that sneaky.
That's where we're going. That's where we're going with that. I really do believe so.
And Arya can see all that already.
Now, Cersei tells Jaime, don't betray me again. Jaime tells her that he has met Tyrion in the basement, and Cersei is royally pissed, literally. And, of course, there they go kissing again, even though...
Sorry. Yeah.
Just more of the same.
Well, I mean, at least, he was honest and told her. He could have just, lied about it behind her back. I mean,
Yep. I don't know. That's probably why she's letting him live and letting him do other things. Now, here's what I want to talk about. This is what we were getting at. Everybody was just going on and on. They were trying to get ahead of me a little bit.
Sorry.
Okay, so you've got Samwell Tarly sitting across from his lady friend. Let's just call her his wife at this point, because that's pretty much what she is. They're sitting there in like their room at the Citadel, and she's going through all these, statistics and things about King Landing and all the, how many windows and how many steps are in everything, because they just kept extremely meticulous records.
And she was getting on my nerves real bad.
But, see, that's the problem, is she was getting on your nerves so bad that you started to kind of tune her out. But what she mentioned before Sam completely cut her off was that Prince Rhaegar had an annulment and a secret ceremony to be wed to someone else. Rhaegar is the father of Jon Snow. The secret ceremony that she wasn't able to finish reading because he cut her off was to Ned Stark's sister because she was pregnant with Jon Snow. She had that paper there in front of her. If she would have continued reading, she would have probably named Jon Snow, and then Sam would have had that info. Now,
But did he take that?
That's what I was about to say. Did they take that document?
See,
I think they did.
That's going to bother me if they didn't now.
Ooh, the plot
really
thickens.
R plus L equals J.
Yeah, exactly.
My biggest fear is they'll be on their way somewhere and the things will be stolen. That kind of scares me a little bit because there's some...
Oh, snap!
This gearing up, I really hope Jon discovers his true parentage. He needs to know. And there's enough solid proof floating around. I think we'll figure it out. And you've already saw that Jon has like legitimate dragon blood.
Yeah.
Because he was able to touch the dragon. Now, he was scared shitless, and his hand was shaking. Of course, I would be too. I probably would have crapped my pants as my skin made contact with the scales.
A tooth is bigger than his head was, so...
It was. It's, Oh, here we go. Mark says, incest is coming. Nephew and aunt.
Oh,
I mean, yeah, that's what everybody's trying to push on us, is that Jon Snow, being the nephew of Daenerys, they are going to become a thing. And yeah, it's probably coming, but I guess we have Jorah Mormont, who has popped into the picture to kind of put the delay on that for a little while. True or false, Jorah Mormont returns from this battle.
I don't know. I don't want to think that he doesn't, though.
Well, the way he got into that boat and was walking away from Daenerys Targaryen kind of said, hey, I'm not coming back.
I don't want to think about that.
Sergio said that whenever him and Daenerys hook up, that there's going to be the bending of knees.
yeah. That's great.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Thank you. Here is what I call the quote of the episode, and that is when Samwell Tarly tells his wife that he is tired of reading about the achievements of better men. I made it a point to write that down. That's probably going to be one of my Facebook. That's going to be a Facebook status tomorrow. That's words to live by. Quoted by Samwell Tarly. That is. That's why I started the Nerd Network.
Is it really? Not?
I was tired of reading about the achievements of greater men.
Yeah, that's totally true.
Anyway. We now know that Arya Stark knows how to pick locks. Apparently Littlefinger got a note. Did we find out exactly what that note said?
I saw like
Yeah,
little
like those
bits.
words, too.
I saw Joffrey's name in the note that she picked up in his room. It said Joffrey in it, and I couldn't read the rest
I'm
of
gonna look
it.
on here. Maybe it's already on Google. Game of Thrones Raven note. That mysterious letter from Sansa explained. It said,
Little face.
what does it say? He has good. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun,
The
dun,
note
dun, dun.
was Sansa writing home to have everyone come bend the knee to Joffrey and Robert was dead.
Oh.
Is what Mark says.
Oh, okay. Yes, and that was when Joffrey was basically threatening her with everything that he had.
Oh.
And she wrote that under duress. The greatest of duress. Thank you, everyone, for... thanks, Mark, for throwing that. That's good. See, this is why I love having people in the chat. Because, see, I wasn't going to pause the episode and read the full thing and all that. I was like, you know what, we're going to get through this. Okay, then we've also got the note that I call the Wildlings, the Wall, the Hound, the Brotherhood. They all get together. The Wildlings get together. Jon Snow returns. The Brotherhood that the Hound's running around with. The cool dude with the eye patch.
He said I had to pause it to read it. Way to team effort, Mark. Love it.
They all end up at the wall. They have the Hound of the Brotherhood locked up. And Jon's like, nope, we're all breathing. We're all allies. We're going to go capture a White Walker, take it to Cersei, and prove to her that the White Walkers are real. What's up?
It just blows my mind that they feel that desperate to prove to her. I just don't understand it.
Yeah, I mean, they're trying to get her to lay down arms, and nobody should trust Cersei.
I know, right?
Cersei will kill everybody just to be the one who tries to take down the White Walkers. Like, she might not even know how to do it.
Probably not.
She'll get all the info out of them, kill everybody, go up against the White Walkers, die, and then, like, it wouldn't even surprise me if everything goes to crap, and at the last episode of the season, or the whole series, the White Walkers reign supreme over Game of Thrones.
Oh my god.
As like, you know what? Game of Thrones, there is no winner. The White Walkers reign supreme. That's how it's going to end. Right there.
That's
because
funny.
I'll tell you what, it's men, and here's the whole reason. The White Walkers were created by the children of the forest because men were destroying everything, messing things up. So the children of the forest created the White Walkers to destroy the men. And then whenever the White Walkers basically won the battles, but didn't completely wipe out the men, but defeated everybody, then they got so pissed because they were the weapons of the children of the forest that they turned on the children of the forest. And then they were like pushed back into the north, whenever winter ended. And now here they are back again. And it's just, the White Walkers are, they're like a metaphor for, technology and weaponry and just crap where it's just, mankind screw-ups. That's like a metaphor for that.
Yeah.
Anyway, the episode ends, finally, with all the people at the wall raising the gate, charging in to north of the wall to go capture a White Walker. And we were given a short preview right after the episode. We did manage to watch that before we started the live stream. And it looks like something happens that causes them to retreat because it shows everybody running.
Well, God, what is it, like 7 or 8 men against like thousands of White Walkers? I
Yeah,
mean,
and that could be part of it.
that would be enough for me to run away.
I mean, that could be where they just...
I think if they killed the Night King, perhaps it's like Davy Jones, kill the Night King, become the Night King.
Oh.
Or maybe it's kill the Night King and all of the White Walkers are dead. Kind of like killing the head vampire.
Yeah,
Oh,
that would have been my thought.
That's
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah, that's interesting.
Who knows? I don't really have an answer on that one. I guess we'll see. I would really like to go back and rewatch the episode where they showed the origin of the White Walkers, where they had the Night King as a human tied to the tree, and they drove the, I guess, dragon glass thing into his chest. That was kind of creepy. Like, I didn't even really know what I was watching until it was already over, and I was like, oh.
It does help to go back and watch the past seasons.
It would be interesting to go back and rewatch everything, just see
It's
how
like-
things have changed.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
there's so many people and there's so many things happening.
oh yeah, you'll go back to like the first few episodes and be like, holy crap, I forgot about that guy.
Yep.
Yeah, like I forgot all about the heir of Robert Baratheon, and then he just suddenly pops up in this episode.
Yeah, that was out of nowhere.
But anyway, final thoughts on the episode. I want to hear Sarah's 1 to 10 grade. It wasn't as good as last episode.
No.
But this did cover all the important points.
It did. I'll give it an 8.
Here's the thing.
I mean, I didn't scream and shout.
Yeah,
but like we both did gasp when Jorah showed up. We're like,
yes. Here's to me. This episode was.
a little bit more informative. I
This
guess.
episode was good from start to finish. Last episode, it had a kind of a dull first 20-30 minutes. And then it blasted through and picked up right at the end and became like a 10. This episode to me was a solid 9 all the way across. It didn't have that moment where I'm like, yeah! But it did have a Jorah moment where they reunited finally. It did have Tyrion confronting Jaime. The whole emotional Tyrion outburst to Jaime really kind of struck a chord with me. Seeing the big group of White Walkers, that was quite interesting.
Holy crap.
The ending was pretty good. Not as big of a cliffhanger as last week, but good nonetheless. And knowing that Littlefinger is on to Arya, he knows that she's sneaking around and he's watching out for her, so that's really the biggest cliffhanger to me, is knowing that Littlefinger knows. Peter Baelish is on top of it.
Might be on top of the stake eventually, so.
8.5 says Surge. Looks on Sirius' face was most satisfying.
8 point, yeah. Tyrion and Jaime sold it, is what Mark says. So. But anyway, I don't want to drag this on any further than it has to. I think we pretty well covered everything. Very good episode. Not the best, but very much just right in line with what this season's been. Payoff after payoff. We haven't had to wait too long. This season is the impatient person's season. Because you don't have to wait
And I
for it.
bet Arya is playing him, and Mark gives it a 9 too.
Oh, so you think Arya knows that Littlefinger's watching her?
Probably. She's
There's
still
no
out.
way.
Whatever. She's pretty intelligent.
No, what I'm saying is there's no way she doesn't know.
Yeah.
Because look at how skilled she is.
Yeah.
She's like a well-trained assassin.
Yeah.
I mean, she's able to go in and disguise herself as the old dude that was in charge of the Red Wedding. There's no way that she snuck out of a room and didn't know that Littlefinger was around
That's
that corner.
why I think if, take your 2 seconds to kill him. It's just me.
I think that one of the episodes, either next episode or the episode after that, there's a good possibility that it will end with Littlefinger getting his throat slit.
I will be okay with that. I will be okay with that. Ah.
Anyway. Let's see, what all we have coming up. Right around midnight tonight, which is going to be another hour. I can't believe we're doing this, but we're going to do a live recap. Myself and Amber will be, of Rick and Morty. It'll be coming on at 11:30, and then we'll be doing the live recap at midnight. Tomorrow, we're doing some kind of video tomorrow, right?
No. Maybe you're going to Chataway meeting tomorrow night.
Yeah, I'll be going to the meeting tomorrow night. So, but anyway, we'll have stuff throughout the week. But remember, our next big event is going to be August 19th, which will be this coming Saturday
Yes.
at Infinity Flux from 2 to 5 p.m., we will be giving away 2 free pairs of tickets to Wizard World Nashville. We'll be probably pimping our shirts.
Serge, thanks, guys. Fun time. Pleasure meeting you. We'll catch you next week.
Thank you very much. We will be on next week, right after the Game of Thrones episode.
Yes.
And we'll see at Infinity Flux Saturday, 2 to 5 Eastern. We will be live streaming that whole time. I don't know what we're going to talk about for 3 hours, but 3 of us
I'm
figure
sure
it out.
I can find something.
Right.
Well, we're going to have a lot of people there. The 3 of us is going to be there. I think Mark's going to drop by. I think Lindsay's dropping by. Just about everybody who's a regular part of the channel is going to be there at some point.
Yeah.
So it's going to be pretty cool having everybody together like that. But yeah, we're going to be giving away 2 free pairs of tickets, 3-day passes to Wizard World Nashville. And there's numerous ways to win. We're going to probably be doing a video about that at some point this week. So that's pretty much it. We will be back on then. Dark pops up and says, "Hey, when does Game of Thrones start?"
What?
Game of Thrones actually went off about an hour ago. So it's, unless you're like on the West Coast or something, this is a live recap of the episode Eastwatch that just went off a little bit ago. So
5.
Dark, Sundays at 9.
unless they came here expecting to see the episode instead of us talking. That's always a possibility. But anyway, I hope everybody had a good night. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and follow the instructions scrolling across the top of the screen to enter the September Loot Crate. We just gave away a Loot Crate earlier tonight, and we're giving away another one in September, right after we get back from Wizard World Nashville. And from here on, that's pretty much the name of the game. We will also
Dang, I'm late. It's 9:52.
But we will also be back on this time next week for another Game of Thrones recap. Anyway, we got Amber over here taking chat and letting us know what everybody's saying. Appreciate Amber over there running tech support. And anyway, I'm Lonnie.
I'm Single Sarah.
And this has been the Untitled Nerd Network live Game of Thrones discussion immediately after the episodes. We will be back on next week. This has been the discussion and review of the episode Eastwatch, which was episode 5 of the 7th season. And myself and Single Sarah will be back this time next week. Everybody have a good rest of the night. And remember, myself and Amber will be back on at midnight for a live Rick and Morty recap.